I like that this is this is like the historical secret synchronicity.
Here is pen and paper.
Can I use your typewriter?
You know how to type.
Yes.
Yeah, Anya's rad.
Parents thought I should learn.
Ah, for you to take dictation, prescriptions and such.
Not really. It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology. Then the Blitz came and I had to go back home.
I didn't know Anya went to the university. That's cool.
Well,
At 16.
doctor, please, assist me in figuring out.
I'm so satisfied with Jay being literally Jimmy. Obviously with the sunburst. And the headphones, it's like too perfect. Creation under the Nazi regime, right?
On the second floor.
All right.
The folder for Project Whisper.
I'll stop nerding out over my music history. I mean, I don't know what's stopping that from happening in Seattle still, because that's where Jimmy's from, but you know, sure. How's it going in here?
You know, about before going off on you like that, it's a force of habit.
No worries, Johnny Cowboy. It's not the first time it happens.
Yeah, perhaps you should consider removing them tattoos.
I will, in time. I was, as you Americans say, all wet when I got them, and I'm sorry to say it was a very proud moment of my life. I want removing them to be an even prouder moment. No more Nazis, no more tattoos.
So long as you don't get in the way of me killing Nazis, we'll see eye to eye. Caroline's looking for a document folder, Project Whisper.
Max doesn't speak English very well, but he does know Project.
This is why they call it Project Whisper. You're supposed to whisper it.
It cost us to pull it out. Max doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Alles in Ordnung, mein Sohn. Wir werden für dich kämpfen.
Caroline said you borrowed the folder. Do you have it here?
I did take it 2 days ago, but I put it back. Go to the ground floor. The folder should be in the drawer in a desk in her room, where I left it.
Huh. There's something about seeing these actual characters that make me feel silly about being so mad that my my first little platoon got so heavily bombarded. And it makes me feel like keeping Wyatt was a kind of a nicer decision. Okay, I don't need to read into all of these. America surrenders. Japan pushed back. Another threat approaches. Yeah, where is China in on this? German army has overthrown the brave Russian Empire and is now moving towards China. Unified China cannot be defeated, he said. A unified China cannot be conquered. So is China still trying to defend themselves against Germany? It's such a weird thing. That makes like negative sense. America rises from the ashes. No, liberators guard China's borders. Okay, this is 1953. I guess they just got swarmed. So that means there's a couple things that didn't happen. Germany didn't get stopped by their overabundant use of methamphetamines in Russia. It means probably because they had so technologically advanced they didn't need to use amphetamines anymore. I could follow that, but it also means that China somehow didn't also get a hold of these technologies and use them within their time, or that Germany shared these technologies with Japan, helping them with all of the myriad problems, but it still don't see Japan suddenly becoming like military strategists, because that was their biggest failure in World War II, right? Was they had a ton of military shortcomings where they would just, you know, send troops across seas and be like, yeah, they'll just come back with a victory of some sort. Like half-planned insurgencies. Hecka knives. We dual-wield knives? I don't know, it's funny because looking back on World War II, there's all these like really obvious little things that you can look at and be like, yeah, of course the German Empire didn't succeed. Of course the Japanese military didn't succeed here, here, and here, where they were very close to succeeding in other places. Gonna do a little flusheroonie.
Seems to be in order.
Good on them, working toilet. Huh. Got tools, I'm looking for cash somewhere. Ooh. A record. It's fake Beatles. They lace their innocuous pop music with hidden codes, which subvert the original meaning of the lyrics. God, that's good. That's real good. Okay, I was hoping they'd get into this, like, here's how the 60s look with the German Empire running the world.
Oh, it's so good to be home, Captain.
You got
I think I might need to catch some Z's.
a thing for me?
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, it's on the other side. How does this map work? Okay. I see the way out of here. There's a 3. Goes up that way. Kind of doesn't really connect. Okay, I gotta wander around a little more. I'll see you when I wake up, too. Here we go. Here's some more signs.
Are you deaf? I'm busy. Fuck
Oh,
off.
sorry. British tyranny comes to an end, 1948. Extra prisoners escape Eisenwald just now, because we're badass. Victory in Asia. The last stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts commented that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. Sources close to the field marshal claim that a plan is being drawn for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states that with separate governments and militaries. So Japan followed through on all their plans, invaded China successfully, and then were extremely surprised when all of a sudden the German military is like, okay, but now we want all of that. Okay, like all of it. Japan's like, okay. Awkward. Red Surrender, 1946. Triumph in the East. Defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the River Volga. Field Marshal Ritter. So the victory is not only thanks to our hardworking and dedicated troops, but also the result of our new weapon, the Panzerhund. It is a mechanical, autonomous beast of war that cannot feel fear and cannot feel remorse. It's the purest form of killing machine, and it will tear the Russians apart limb by limb. Yeah, Jay's blues are gonna be even more bluesies than ever.
Maintain workbench. Don't think Guitar Boy would mind if I borrow it.
That's what I'm looking for. Gonna staple my knife to my other knife. Ooh. Just gonna get more armor out of the whole thing. Take it. Get puppers. Oh, we crossed the Atlantic. They drop on Canadian soil. The Prime Minister says, now is the time to be brave. Youch. Last light in England, 1951. Eyewitness reports describe the fight as a massacre, with the cobblestone streets drenched in the blood of the brave resistance fighters, crushed or gunned down by the giant machine. Yeesh. Alright, what else am I missing in this really swank-looking laboratory? No, can't go down there yet. This looks like a puzzle. I don't think it actually is one, though. How about you, newspaper clipping? Is the terror threat over? The last 6 months, there has been no terrorist activity, no ruthless killing sprees against innocent civilians, no car bombs in peaceful neighborhoods, no suicide attacks on public transports, as the secret police, once and for all, won the war against terrorism. Huh. It's a weird way to put it. Yeah, because that's literally the rhetoric that we use now, but it's like, 40 years in the past. Not that these things don't have... Oh, shoot. Falling down a whole story. Not that history doesn't repeat itself often and violently. But interesting choice of words. Should I go that way? Not quite. Got plenty of knives. How do I throw knives again? I was hoping I could throw a knife at that dartboard, but that's not really how that works. Gonna want to boil that off. Oh! We could have a nightmare. Y'all want to have a nightmare? Great. We're having a nightmare. This is a great idea. No!
Killing never stops until I die.
Just end it now. End it now. Is there a secret doorway in here? Okay, so we're firmly in Castle. We're in Wolfenstein 3D. This is weird. They'll move in certain directions. Like in my directions, like it's still that old Raycaster feeling. Well, I'm out of juice. That's weird. Is he still shooting me, or is it someone from the side? No, he's just shooting me without using the animation. Alright. One of these has got the goods. I'm gonna just keep using the use animation. Keep spamming the use button until I find what I'm looking for. I've never, ever played Castle Wolfenstein, or any of the older ones, so this is kind of like a charming treat. I remember growing up, though, and them being a real big deal. Like, my uncle would play it all the time and stuff. Nothing? Really? Look at this dead-end, secret-looking place. And nothing in any of them. I feel like maybe I'm doing it wrong. Okay. I gotta find a way to figure out how to trigger secrets in here. Definitely got... Surprise! There's a guy behind here.